Let's talk about selling a home in the Greater Moncton area in this market. If you're paying attention to the market at all, you're probably aware that inventory is low. So you might be thinking, it'll be easy to sell my house. Lots of buyers, not enough houses for sale. I'll get a sign stuck on the lawn and it'll be done before I know it. Well, in a way that could be true, as long as it's priced appropriately or on the low side, you might be right and your home could sell quickly. But if you're like most, you don't just want to sell, you want to get the most out of it as you can. After all, your home is probably your biggest asset. Well, what if I told you you can both sell quickly and maximize its value, netting you the most amount possible after all is said and done? Well, you can by doing some relatively simple things. And the good news is a lot of them won't involve spending a lot of money. You can accomplish them with just a little bit of effort. These might not all be possible for everyone, but take what you can from this list and use it for your own to-do list. So let's start outside and talk about curb appeal. When potential buyers come to visit your property, its curb appeal will be the first impression they get, so you'll want to get them in that right mindset from the start. Your lawn should be kept well mowed and raked. Edging along the driveway and sidewalks will also give it a nice clean appearance. If you have flower beds, they should be weeded, and if you use mulch, it should be tidy and freshened up if possible. Any items around the yard like outdoor garbage cans, yard tools, and garden hoses should be put away neatly. The exterior of the house should be clean. Depending on the material your house is covered with, you may be able to pressure wash it. If you don't own a pressure washer, you can rent one or hire a company to come do it for you. And don't forget to wash your windows. If any of your trim or especially your front door are marked up, consider putting on a fresh coat of paint. It might also be a good opportunity to add a nice pop of color on your door. And finally, have a look at your hardware. Do your door handles and your house numbers and your light fixtures all match? If not, this could be a relatively inexpensive way to upgrade the look of your home. So those are most of the things you should focus on as far as curb appeal goes. If you can get most of those done, you'll be giving potential buyers a great first impression. Okay, let's move inside. This first tip is a must. If you want buyers to love your home, you have to declutter. Clutter makes spaces feel disorganized and smaller, not to mention the distraction it creates for buyers when they're trying to envision themselves in a space. I highly recommend either going through things and throwing them out or donating items, or alternatively consider renting a storage space until you move to store what you're not quite ready to part with. There's a very good chance the little bit that you'll spend on storage will be offset by the extra dollars you'll get for your home when it's presented in a much more neat and organized way. Along with decluttering, your home should be as depersonalized as possible. Take down the family photos, the diplomas, and other personal items. You can replace some of the empty spaces with generic art, but it's not necessary to fill up the walls. If those family photos left holes in the wall or created discoloration in the paint, my next tip might just take care of that, and that is eliminating bold colored walls. Bold colors are a very personal choice, and what you might love, a potential buyer might hate. Now, to be fair, a paint color probably won't make or break a sale, but by repainting those bold colored walls with neutral colors, you're creating a more calming and inviting space that's sure to appeal to the majority of buyers. This next tip falls under the same category of creating an inviting space, and that is to arrange your furniture to create a spacious and welcoming feel and make each room look its best. I personally like to bring in a professional stager for this step. She always has great tips and ideas. So let's shift a bit and talk about actual repairs. Even though homes in need of repair are still selling these days if priced right, If your goal is to maximize the value of your home and net the most possible, at the very least, you should repair any minor issues like leaky faucets, scuffed walls, or broken tiles. When potential buyers walk in and see these types of things, they'll get the impression that the home wasn't well maintained, which will reduce its perceived value. Now, as far as major repairs go, you'll have to decide if it's worth your time, effort, and expense to address the issue. If you don't want to do the repairs, you should expect to have to adjust your price accordingly. Once you've done that, your final step is to make sure your house is spotless for listing photos and all showings. I'm talking about a deep cleaning here. Everything from dusting to washing windows and walls and everything in between. Everything should be glistening. And here's a few bonus tips for directly before showings. If at all possible, don't cook or prepare food before a scheduled showing. Spray odor eliminating spray to remove any food or pet smell. Put away laundry. Turn on all the lights and open all curtains completely. Ensure no appliances are running if possible, like the washer or dishwasher. And leave 10 minutes before the appointment and crate or take any pets with you. So by doing as much of what we just talked about and pricing your home appropriately, I have a video about pricing strategy, and having a realtor with a solid marketing plan in place to attract the most buyers possible, you're giving yourself the best chance of selling your home quickly and for the highest price possible. So I hope you found this video helpful. If you did or know someone who would, please like it, share it, and all that good stuff. My name is Marc Gallant. I'm a realtor in the Greater Moncton area. Thanks for watching and see you on the next one.